Hey guys, it's TF. Now, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorite Star Wars The Black Series figures of 2020. So, not just with Marvel Legends, but Hasbro had a pretty crazy year with Star Wars The Black Series, and I feel like there's a little bit more controversy this year than previous years, honestly, with reveals, announcements, and exclusive releases. The exclusives were a bit of a pain this year when it comes to Star Wars The Black Series. But even though there were some negative things about Star Wars, Hasbro Star Wars this year, a lot of great figures were released this year for Star Wars The Black Series. And a lot of the figures I'm very happy with. And you're about to see here my top 10 favorites here. Now, just to go over a couple of rules, just like with the Hasbro Marvel Legends list I just made for favorites of 2020, I had to have purchased it, and the figure had to have been released in 2020. So that's really the only criteria there. And this is from 10 to 1, 1 being my most favorite, of course. So let's just jump right into number 10. At number 10, we have the Kamino Clone Trooper. Now, some people really like this figure, and I'm one of those people. I really dig this new body mold for the Clone Troopers. Other people really don't like this figure that I've seen online. They prefer the old ones, and honestly, that's understandable. Again, me personally, I just like that this is more posable. I actually have fun posing this figure as opposed to the previous one. Now, it does have some quality control issues, like the helmets being a soft plastic basically glued onto a non-painted clone head, which I just don't understand the creative choice there. But it's still a really well done figure, and we're getting this body mold on other clone troopers, and overall it's a good way to get more clone troopers, whether it's on the old body or the new body here. So honestly, just keep bringing on the clones. At number 9, we have Commander Bly. Now, I know I just talked about me liking the new clone trooper body mold for number 10, the Kamino Clone Trooper, but I can't help it. This is an awesome figure, even if it is on the old clone trooper body. They have some modifications in certain areas like the elbows and the feet. It is just really well done. I like the soft goods for the skirt. The detail on a lot of additional parts on this figure here is really well done. I like that the visor piece is actually removable and it comes with some awesome accessories and weapons. Overall, a very awesome clone commander. And if there's one thing that Star Wars Black Series knows how to release that's good, it is clone commander. So let's hopefully get some more. Maybe they should be on the old body. I don't know if it should be on the new body, but still, I would like to see more. At number 8, we have the Target exclusive Hondo Inaka figure for Galaxy's Edge. Now, I know this is technically an older figure because it was released in the Galaxy's Edge 3 or 4 pack, whatever, when you get the one that you would get at the park, but not a lot of people got access to that, and also not a lot of people got access to this also. So I'm just going to count this as a 2020 release. I'm going to bend the rules a little bit here, but it's a Hondo figure. Very happy with it. I do have a couple issues, like it's a little bit hindered in mostly the chest, that little swivel there, as well as the elbows. I think the coat kind of gets in the way of the leg articulation as well, but again, it's a Hondo figure. He's one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars, and the head sculpt's awesome. A lot of the different details on the figure, like in the coat, are also awesome. It comes with an awesome pistol. And it's just a great figure overall. At number 7 is going to be the Mandalorian Armorer here. And the only big complaint I have about this figure is that it has that plastic fur piece that really should have been soft goods. But we got that with the Hasbro Pulse exclusive one, which I just thought that was a stupid idea. But that's really the only thing I dislike about this figure. It could have a little bit better articulation, but the articulation that this figure does have is really good. Great details, paint, and sculpting throughout the whole figure. It's a very solid release overall, and it looks great with the rest of your Mandalorian figures. At number 6 is going to be the Rebel Hoth Trooper. Very awesome army builder here. I mean, you're mostly going to want to take pictures of this when it's snowing, so that could be a little bit limiting on your ACBA factor. But I really like the look of the Rebel Troopers from Hoth. It's also nice to get Rebel army builders. We don't get those very often. It's mostly Imperial stuff. Articulation could be better in some areas, like the arms and also the legs, because their right leg is pretty much glued to a holster. But I really like the backpack system. The alternate face plates are in the backpack on the inside, which is really cool. It comes with a lot of different playable options where you can have the different faces, and you can flip up the bandanas to cover the face or to cover the neck mostly, as you can see from the left to right there. You can have it to where, you can have the goggles off. You can have them wearing the goggles, which is really cool. The only other thing I wish that these army builders came with is more than 2 faces, different faces, as well as different races, and maybe eventually different species of rebel troopers would be nice for Star Wars The Black Series. We're getting to the top 5, and at number 5 is Plo Koon. Very happy to get different Jedi, especially ones from the prequels. There are a lot of great prequel Jedis and Clone Wars Jedis as well. Hopefully we get more in the future in 2021 as well. But man, very awesome figure. It is reusing a body mold. I believe it's the Mace Windu body, which honestly, I don't mind. It's Jedi robes. Also, the soft goods is going to be covering that mostly, so I don't mind as well. Awesome lightsaber, great details, especially in the head sculpt, and overall a very, very solid Jedi figure. At number 4 is Kit Fisto, and this might be a little bit of a recency bias because Kit Fisto is one of my favorite Jedi. Plo Koon, I feel like, is an objectively better figure because of the soft goods that he comes with, but I can't help it. I had to put this figure a little bit above Plo Koon just because I like Kit Fisto. Both are very close with each other, though. It honestly would have been interchangeable who was number 5 and number 4, but Kit Fisto here is really well done. Awesome detail, and pretty awesome lightsaber as well. The head articulation's a little bit hindered just because of how long his head tails are. Overall, though, it's a very solid Jedi figure. Again, I would love to see more Jedi coming out in 2021, at least from the prequels. At number 3 is going to be the Beskar Mandalorian, which is now the prominent outfit we see the Mandalorian in. Very awesome figure. It does have a good amount of reuse from the previous one, which is why it's a little bit lower on the list than what it originally would have been. If I never got the first Mandalorian, this would probably be number 1, I'm not going to lie. But the new stuff here is pretty well done. Of course, he doesn't come with the Baby Yoda, I mean, unless you get the Target one. I got the regular retail one that was the $20 one. And pretty good detail throughout, and good articulation. There's not much different besides the new chest piece, as well as a new right arm shoulder pad, and of course some different gauntlets. Mostly silver Mandalorian, of course. The only thing I really don't like about this figure overall is that you really can't holster his rifle properly. The pistol holster, that little strap also wants to pop out sometimes. And he doesn't come with a soft goods cape, which I had to get replaced from OT Customs, which is fine now. So overall, though, it's a very solid figure. Number 2 is going to be the new Stormtrooper. I think this is a significant improvement over the previous Stormtrooper. Some people may disagree, that's fine, but I just can't help it. I think it looks more accurate, at least what we have now with the designs for the Stormtroopers, which really don't look that different from the original trilogy Stormtroopers. And it's just really well done. It's fun to pose around, even though, it doesn't have double jointed elbows or knees like the previous Stormtroopers. I can get him into basically the same poses as before. It's very fun to play with again. Great detail. Articulation, again, is also really well done. And there's just a lot to like about this figure, at least with me. The only thing I don't like is that some of the head sculpts, when it comes to the the soft head over, the soft helmet over the head, is also kind of an issue. What we have with the Camino Clone Trooper, where it could be a little warped. I haven't had that many problems with the Stormtroopers that I've gotten. I've had that mostly with the Camino Clone Troopers, so can't really complain there. An awesome army builder. If you haven't gotten any Imperial Stormtroopers yet, it's time to get one, and with this new one at least. And at number 1 is going to be Cad Bane. I am so happy that we finally have a Cad Bane Black Series figure. I have absolutely no issues with this figure other than the fact that they locked off Toto 360 into the Hasbro Pulse exclusive version. Even then, I can live with that if I can only get the retail version. This is an absolutely awesome figure. Great detail, articulation, awesome weapons, and different accessories. And the detail on the head sculpt, of course, you can't really see right now with the image I chose here, but if you go watch my review or watch any review or just look at any images of this figure, you'll see just how great it is. I really, really like this figure overall. And not only is it my favorite Star Wars The Black Series figure of the year, it's one of my favorite figures of the year. giving you a little bit of spoilers for the top 10 figures of the year that I'm going to be making. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the video. Do you agree or disagree with my list? I'd like to know what your favorite Star Wars The Black Series figures were this year. I'd love to know down in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.